Hi, boys and girls. I'm so glad to see you today. Today, what we're going to do is we are going to read our book. This book is called Busy Clarence. And after we read this book, we're going to work on writing a sentence together. Okay? You have hopefully watched the videos for Monday and Tuesday. And the videos for Monday and Tuesday talked about writing a sentence. And there were 4 special things that have to happen to make a sentence. Number 1, to make a sentence, you have to make sure there are capital letters at the beginning of your sentence. So every sentence begins with a capital letter. That's the big letter. Okay? Number 2, your sentence has to be complete idea. You can't just say half of an idea. It has to be a whole idea. Number 3, you have to make sure that there are finger spaces between each word. Okay? So otherwise, all of your words are going to run together and it's going to look like one big giant word. Number 4, the last part of writing a sentence is you have to make sure that your sentence ends with punctuation. That's like a period, a question mark, or an exclamation point, just like it talked about in our video. Okay, so what we're going to do is start reading our book. It's called Busy Clarence, and then we're going to work on writing our sentence together, okay? This book is about Clarence, this little dragon creature, and he is so very busy. And every single page has the same beginning. It starts with the capital letter. There's a space between each word, and it starts with the same 2 words, I am. So every sentence on every page starts with the same. It says, I am. And then the third word describes what the dragon is doing, what Clarence is doing in the picture. So to help you figure out what he is doing, you have to read the picture, okay? All right, so what we're doing is we're working on reading and we're learning how to write. And boys and girls, writing and reading really go together. They're not separate. So that's why it's so important that we're kind of learning writing with a book that we're reading, because those things go hand in hand, okay? Notice this sentence, it begins with a capital letter. Notice that between the words, there are spaces, and we like to say 2 finger spaces. Now, my fingers are bigger than your fingers, but when you're writing, you're going to write a word, and next to that word, you're going to have your 2 fingers. And that means your next word won't start until on the other side of your fingers. So here we have 3 words. I am eating. Clarence is eating here. Okay, let's see what he's doing next. And it starts the same. I am. He's doing a fancy something. He's making special juice. I am drinking. He's sipping from the straw, and he's making special fruit juice. I am running. Clarence is running really fast. By the way, boys and girls, something I didn't point out on the other sentences, and I apologize for not doing it. Not only does this sentence have a capital letter, it has spaces between words, it's a complete idea. I forgot to mention the punctuation at the end. All of these sentences have a period at the end, and that means that your idea, your sentence is complete. So that you always want to add that punctuation at the end too. All right. I am laughing. If you look at this picture, oh, Clarence is laughing so hard, and it's so funny because these little hedgehogs are tickling his feet. and that's making Clarence laugh. I am singing. Aww. It looks like he's singing to the birds. And if you notice, this little cricket is playing a guitar too. And pay attention to the capital I at the beginning of the sentence, the space between the words, punctuation at the end. Okay? I am sleeping. Here, Clarence is very sleepy. It looked like he fell asleep reading his book. I am jumping. Do you enjoy jumping too? I bet you do. Well, Clarence enjoys jumping. And something that I enjoy is looking at this sentence and noticing that capital letter at the beginning, the space between the words, and punctuation at the end. That's so important. I am flying. That looks so much fun. It looks like those balloons have carried Clarence way up in the sky, and he is flying with the birds. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we are going to write our sentence together. I am going to do mine on the screen here. Okay, and so what you're going to do is get your special pencil, and you're going to make sure that you're holding your pencil correctly. And remember, to do that, you pinch, pinch, pinch. You're going to pinch it, shift it back, and make sure that this web space is open and you're ready to write. Okay? All right. So we're going to write a sentence like we saw in the book. And the sentence that we're going to write is going to have the words I and the word am. Okay? And we're going to work on that together. Now remember, at the beginning of a sentence, we have to have a capital letter. And a capital letter is the big letter, okay? So we're going to start with I. Can you write that word too? I. Even though I looks like it's a letter here, it's both a letter and a word because it represents you. I. Notice I didn't do the small I, the lowercase I did the capital I. I is always capital. I, and we have to have finger spaces, 2 finger spaces between your words. I don't want to start writing here because if I start writing I am and I put my word right there, it's too close. No, I can't do that. No. So I have to make sure I have space. Am, a, am, I am. And then what I want you to do is here, I want you to draw a picture showing something that you're doing. And at the end, you can put your period. So for me, for example, right now, I am talking. So I am going to try to draw a picture of me talking, okay? And you can draw a picture of what you're doing right now or something that you would like to do. The point is that we are working on our capital I, our spacing between our words, and we're going to draw a picture and then have a period. So the picture will be a part of our sentence. I am, and I said I'm talking, so I've got to try to do that. So here's my face. I'm going to put my eyes, my nose. I'm going to try to draw my mouth kind of open. It kind of looks like I'm singing. I'm going to draw a speech bubble, and I'm going to put blah. I don't know. Blah, blah, blah. So I'm talking, Okay? I am talking. And then I have a period at the end. So I want you to make sure you take time to write I am. Make sure that you are working on focusing on that this is a capital I at the beginning of the sentence. You have space between your word, and then you can draw a picture about what you're doing. You could even put something like Clarence was doing in the book that we read. So you work on that, and we're working on writing the sentence. I'm really proud of you guys. Thank you for working with me today. And we're going to keep working on writing good sentences. Okay? I'll see you guys later. Bye.